shoes on a Friday morning. New look, still can't hide my born. I got a pocket full of change-ups. I switch hit, I'm a stranger. Consist on ain't something I could say well. Build my change into the wishing for a change. Well, wish a day a swell life for the next come. And when the next come, pretend that it's the best one. Like I ain't even gonna try and say that to the next one. Switch my living situation every chance that I be getting. Sick of running laps on Sisyphus's treadmill. Man, I really need to sit still. Seems like that ain't something I could instill.
Ebb and flow, I can't hold on to you very much longer.
Yeah.
Might have to slip away.
Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still for a little? Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still? Teacher told me need to get that pencil up out of my nose. Can't hold on a singular pose. Switch from to to fro when the wind gon' blow. And it's hurricane season everywhere that I roam. I like quick fixes and not working at all. Don't switch lanes, drive my car straight off of the road. I got split personalities inside of my soul. Each day I find a new one to hold.
Ebb and flow, I can't hold on to you very much longer. Might have to slip away.
Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still for a little? Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still for a little? Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still for a little? Can't you sit still for a little bit? Can't you sit still?
Hello, happy Monday, OMG, welcome, welcome. Hello, Renee. Oh my goodness. I'm considering putting like just a sock over my microphone because I don't even know if my pop filter does anything. I put it like right here. I adjust it oftentimes and probably make a lot of obstructing sound. But I also like lean forward a bunch and I just go like all the way past it. Banana. Oh yeah, you already know it's banana shirt day. Oh my gosh, the my latest thing, it does not fit Mia's name that well. But yeah, it's banana shirt day. I always feel like, okay, so I mean, I don't know how obvious it is, but these, like this shirt and like some of the other ones that I get for style, they're not as like, I try not to pay like $80 per clothing item. So like I'm afraid to like wear these kinds of shirts that I have, because I'm afraid they'll just fall apart. But the buttons are pretty nice. They're nice and like thick, which was not like a trait I knew I wanted in a button, but I mean, here I am. Have you guys seen? I've been getting recommended so frequently lately. These it's like a very specific group of people. I've been getting recommended videos on like my TikTok, even actually mostly TikTok, and Twitter sometimes, because Twitter is one of the websites trying to be TikTok lately, which is all of them, by the way, in case you didn't know. I've been getting recommended videos of the not AI, but people using computers to impersonate people, and making jokes about them. Specifically, I'll be scrolling through TikTok and I'll see a video of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Ben Shapiro and others, Joe Rogan, playing like Minecraft and Pokemon, and they're like all just talking. Oh yeah. Hey Nick, welcome. Thanks for the raid. Thank you, Wes. Hey, welcome, Wes. Well, thank you, Nick. Welcome, Jamothy Young. Thanks for the raid. Welcome. You just caught me at the beginning of the stream. Have you guys been seeing? How was stream? How was stream, by the way? How was you're playing Dead by Daylight, right? I've seen you play that and that one rhythm game, the Hi-Fi made me stay up an hour longer. I thought you started. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a bunch. How was stream? How was Monday? You don't have to answer the Monday part. Usually it doesn't go too well for a lot. Hi-Fi Rush, yeah. Today was Dead by Daylight. Yeah. How'd that go? How was it? I was just about to start rambling about. Have you guys seen that trend lately where people are using like presidents' voices to make like Obama's like, hey Joe, get that's my Obama impression. Yeah, hey Joe, get some diamonds. How'd you get diamonds 5 minutes in? You're cheating? You guys see that? I'm obsessed with those. And like it's like it's so dumb. It's not always funny, but like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when this technology was starting, and like it was like, oh, deepfakes are a thing. They're gonna get politicians to say things and do things. Oh, what's real, what's not, and it's just them playing Minecraft. But yeah, they have a Brooklyn accent. Listen. I haven't been practicing my impressions lately. I needed to get the thought out. It's the beginning of. I need to hydrate, you know. There are very few accents I could do. I guess Brooklyn's one of them. I haven't been practicing. I'm very sorry to say. But yeah, it's my new favorite. It's my new favorite meme format right now. Mainly because like I saw like a really niche one that like I would get. Like it would apply. It would not. It was like I was the exact target audience. It's probably peaked already though. Brooklyn Obama. Yes sir. That's what they call him. That's why I voted for him when I was 9, the first time he ran. I knew. What do you mean confused? Okay, hold on. Let me find something. His full name is true. Hold on. Let me find an example. Hold on. Let me get TikTok open. I'm not doing TikTok time right now, but oh my gosh, I have so many tabs open right now. I feel like my stream's gonna crash. Is my webcam laggy? I turned and then I saw myself turn. One moment. Also, BRB, gotta brush teeth. Oh, yeah, of course. Hey, do whatever you need to do. Have a good one. Do your post-stream stuff. Thanks for the raid. Have a good one. Have I liked any of these recently. I like the really niche one. Okay, this might be okay, let me get it up. Let me get it up. Just like for the sake of showing an example. Pause this. So here's my liked. I mean, like, it's gonna be so niche that it's you're not like it's not.
You've been talking all this shit, Donald. You're all bark and no bite. I'm about to show you why I'm the president.
Oh please, Joe. Oh please.
It's the Pokemon one, so I don't know if it'll land for a lot of people.
Weedle Twin Needle. You're a singles player, Joe. It's the singles
Hey
player.
Mia, how's it going?
What is this lead,
We'll get there in a second. Don't worry.
Stop acting like you're gonna read my play.
Oh,
Joe.
true?
You have no idea. You have no idea. Click a move. You have no
I'm clicking
idea.
a fucking move. Donald, shut up. Shut up. Let me cook. Shut up.
Only thing you're cooking is this elbow, Zoe. Watch this tech. Watch this.
Oh, that's
tech.
cringe.
GG,
Oh, that's so
it's
Anyway, that's like the gist of it. That's like the gist of it. The Minecraft ones and the I saw one where they were playing like New Super Mario Bros. Wii 4-player or something, and it was so good. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna get old really quickly, and I'm kind of dreading that. But yeah, hello. So today, welcome to stream officially, everyone. How's it going? Again, I ask of you. Last Friday, I defeated Dark Souls 1 Remastered. It's the only remastered. Am I tired? Or am I just old now? I've defeated Dark Souls Remastered. Let me show you. Let me show you. It went a little bit later than I was hoping. I didn't quite pull it off entirely. I'm gonna get the VOD up right now. I hope that doesn't kill my stream. Hold on. How do I do this? How do I do this, like, appropriately? But yeah, best bro in Dark Souls 1, Solaire. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Okay, wait, what if I do... What if I do like this? Because then I'm going to... Let me pause this. Let me pause this. I'm on the opposite side now. I'm just gonna show the end of my Dark Souls endeavor. It went on until like 2 a.m., but I did it. I couldn't quite figure out what was missing. I died. Hold on, let me. Is it quiet? Is it playing? It's not... I had to make this trip. It was like 2 minutes every single time, and it was hold on, how long ago? Let me see. 2 hours?
Let's go.
Almost. 1.5 hours. So like I'm fighting Gwyn, and it's not going good. It's like 2 a.m. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm trying to figure out what am I doing wrong. I obviously can't heal, or I need to like figure out how to find a way to heal comfortably, because it like I could do the pillar stuff, but it didn't always work. But I probably didn't like take advantage of it correctly enough. But then it clicked in me. The very thing that was missing, that I had been. I had used it throughout a lot of the playthrough, and then for some reason I just didn't do it until the very last attempt. I made the change, and it worked flawlessly. I put on the Maraca helmet. It was love at first sight when I used it, and for some reason I didn't think to use it for about an hour and a half for the final boss. Of course.
No way that missed. That's crazy.
And then this is it. This is the it's the ultimate Gwyn. Jeez, I know. The Gwyn doesn't know how to lock onto me. Are they locking onto my helmet? Onto the body? Onto like, oh, where's my momentum going? But that was it. That was all I needed. So hold on. Let me skip ahead. Let me show you the moment. It's like getting there. It was going like really bad for a while. I had to heal. Like, look, I've already healed 3 times. Wow, chat looks really weird on stream right now. It was you could even head bump him for 1,000 damage. I know, and I was doing that damage. It wasn't until like right now where I realized, wait, I'm healed. I've healed 3 times somehow miraculously. I could actually do this because I do like 1,000,000 damage anyway. And that's it. That was it. That was a dash attack.
It was the hat.
It was the hat. It was the hat. The very same attempt where I put on the hat, I defeated Gwyn. Yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to I wanted to do it for Elden Ring, but like I'm definitely not qualified for that. Obviously. A boss tier list is what I'm talking about. I want to do a boss tier list for Dark Souls and a location tier list. I think I'm a little more equipped at the moment to get that going, so I'm gonna do that today. I wanted to do it at the end of the playthrough, but that would also have required me to not wait till 2 a.m. EST to beat the game. But yeah, here I am. I'm gonna do this Dark Souls tier list. I wanted to do it for Pokemon too, the new Pokemon, but I just never did it. So maybe at one point. What ending did I choose? I didn't know I could choose an ending, so I just lit the bonfire, and then I was like, oh, is it over? I just lit the fire and linked the flame. I did see the other ending. I was recommended it. Yeah, I didn't know. I saw the other one where I just left instead. That ending looked a lot better. I didn't read between the lines, I guess. Important question, real quick. What is on the top shelf? Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, so we have a couple options here. We have 4 options. We have a container for an air plant that's not there. It's actually like among these right now. We have, actually there's 2 of them. One is shaped like a Christmas tree, you can't really tell. The other is a Torterra plush from PokemonCenter.com. Looks like a Velociraptor sex toy, huh? This is a dog. Hold on. Can I reach with my headphones? I've been stretching that out for like years. Yeah, okay. So, so in 2019 was the first, I guess, trip with some of my internet friends, which feels weird to say internet friends, but that's just like the best way to say it for I was gonna say toxic, for context. One of the things we did, it was me, Austin, and Noah, for this particular portion of the trip. For the last day, we went to Party City because we didn't know what to do. So it was Austin's idea to go to Party City, and one of the things we got was a couple of those things that grow in the water. And on the last day, Austin and Noah put the dog one that we got in a water bottle, and he bestowed it to me as a gift. And so this dog, it's been in this water bottle for 3.5 years. What's his name? His name is Master Grandpa. I forget how that name came to be. No, this is how he lives. He lives like this. That's the difference between moral good and jail time, I guess. I don't know. It's actually fallen off a few times because I've tried to put this this shelf right up against the wall, and like obviously the ceiling is slanted, so it falls off. And I noticed earlier today, it happened again when I was like moving some things around. It fell off again, and I went to check the lid, and it wasn't on all the way. It was a little loose. So 1 or 2 more times, this water that's been cooking for 3.5 years could have gone all over my carpet and ruined it. But yeah, it's actually like stayed together pretty well. The color is like a little bit faded, but I think it was already like that. We say Morsky Pass for shark. Water dog. I like that. Sharks are called water dogs? That's cute. Oh, it's good. That's interesting, because isn't it aren't, what is it, seals? Seals are kind of like the water dogs. They're not called water dogs, but they act like it, right? Hot dog water. Austin made the statement that like next time we meet up, which we have met up and we didn't do, but like we should take a swig from it. Oh, true. Okay, so that is like considered. Yeah, yeah, seals, right? I'm a fan of them. I've seen some like videos of them interacting with dogs. I'm gonna put this back. I don't want it to fall again out of my hands somehow. Anyway, no, we never drink any water from this. That was the end of that thought. I forgot what I was about to say. Already. Oh yeah, I saw a video of a seal and a dog hanging out, and it was adorable. I'm surprised people don't like. I mean, I guess you would need like a really big. You'd need a whole second house full of water to actually own one of those as a pet. But I'm dehydrated. Not gonna drink from the water bottle over there. No. In case you were wondering. Okay, so Dark Souls bosses. This list that I have right here. Let me go back. Let me go to some lobby music. This is lobby music, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. You know, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so here we go. the bosses aren't listed in order. Tier list maker time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I found some pre-made with the names already in case I didn't recognize them on these tiny images. I have one for the bosses, which the bosses aren't listed in order, like I said, and locations. Pardon me. I might change like some of the rankings here a little bit, like just to be a little more descriptive, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so hey, Michaela, hello, hello, happy Monday. How's it going? Welcome. So yeah, these aren't in like actually any order at all. Should I put these? Should I rearrange these a little bit? Because I know yeah, Gwyn is 4th for some reason. I'm gonna put Gwyn last because that was the last one. Ornstein and Smaug. I guess I'll put him like toward the end too. This is a boss. Anyway. McDonald's drive-thru, so it's going good. Let's go. That's the best place to be, definitely. So true. Hey Buck, welcome. How's it going? Happy Monday. You're I like this reoccurring theme of McDonald's. It's very nice. It's very uplifting. But yeah, I'm about to start my my Dark Souls rankings right now. Some of these names are cut off, so I'm gonna be struggling to like either say their full name or recognize them. Actually, no, the images aren't that bad. You know, I'm just gonna go with okay, hold on. I feel like I need to change S, A, B, C, D a little bit. I'll do it throughout. Okay. No such thing as a happy Monday. Sounds like you haven't been to McDonald's yet. Alright. Alright, so the first boss listed here for some reason is Four Kings. Okay. There's the day off. Yeah, it's like President's Day or something today, isn't it? Don't some people get that day off? Mickey D Mondays, amen. Amen. Okay. So Four Kings. Four Kings is a boss that I fought like later in my playthrough where I was almost definitely over leveled for it. And it's the biggest thing about it is that one, I have, well, not the biggest thing, but like one thing is like I have to wear a ring to fight it, so I don't get like certain stat bonuses that I would get normally throughout the game. But also, the longer the fight goes on, the more enemies spawn. If you guys had seen my Elden Ring playthrough, you know. If you've seen my Dark Souls playthrough, you know I usually struggle with there being more than one boss on the screen at a time. I actually was playing Elden Ring a little bit earlier, and I fought one of the Catacombs bosses, the like 3-headed stone cat that breathes fire, and it had like 6 other little gremlin gargoyles supporting it. I still struggled with that. Never had any deals from Mickey D's on Mondays. The deal is that you get some of the highest quality food in the field. The Four Kings, it felt like even though there was multiple bosses that I would fight at a time at a point, and even though I was like a little overpowered, I wasn't overwhelmed like I was if I were to be playing Elden Ring. In Elden Ring, the bosses don't really, like the multi-boss fights don't really, is this the one with words? I'm gonna skip this one. In Elden Ring, the multi-boss fights don't really have like the flow to them that I've noticed that like the Four Kings does, or like the double gargoyles. I should download the McDonald's app with how much. Yeah, you really should. You could get like McDonald's points, McPoints. Ad time soon. That's almost true. But yeah, Four Kings like felt, it was just like it was like a really well made boss fight. It felt like the lack of depth perception in the arena that we fought in was I think really cool. Like I think it was just like a really well structured boss fight, and when you didn't fight one of the Four Kings that spawned, they like kind of held back a little bit, but they still attacked. I liked it. I don't would I put it in A tier? In Dark Souls, most of the time the multi-boss fights are designed so you can realistically deal with only one boss at a time. Yeah, like they were designed like, I'll talk about Ornstein and Smaug later, but like there was definitely a rhythm to the fight. Like I still had trouble picking up on, but there was like a rhythm. They were designed to be fighting both of them at the same time. Whereas, like I said, with Elden Ring, sometimes they just like threw some of the like multiple bosses together and you had to deal with it. Elden Ring bosses are C+ at best. Some of them are cool for a spectacle. I definitely need to replay the game to get a better opinion myself. Four Kings. Although all of like the good things that I've said about the Four Kings, I think that the fact that it's a little gimmicky holds it back from being like who said it the other day when I was fighting them? Like it was a damage test. I think I'll put him at a B because it's a really well made boss fight, but the only thing that really stands out that makes it a fun fight is like the gimmick of it, I guess. It's a really good gimmick. I don't think it's good enough for an A though, is what I'm trying to say. DPS test, yeah. Trial and error bosses. Yeah, like that's no fun. Gaping Dragon. When I first saw Gaping Dragon, I loved it. I still love it. I think it's like, I think it's just a really fun fight. It's an early game boss, so it's not too complicated. And I think it was like my first attempt on it that I figured out, you know, what to do. I think I did die once to it. I think it's a really cool design, and I think the boss fight was really fun. And honestly, I think it's like more memorable than the Four Kings. I did get a cool axe from it that I don't think I ever used, right? That was the Great Dragon Great Axe or something, right? Gaping Dragon, yes sir. I think it's a really cool design. I think I definitely put it above Four Kings for myself. Do I put it on an A tier? I think it's iconic enough for me. Like, I think the fight was really fun. And it didn't feel like too crazy. I'll put it on an A for how iconic and fun the fight was for me. Great Grey Wolf Sif. Oh man, Sif. Okay, so I actually beat Sif a lot earlier than I thought I would. Doggo time. The fight, I think, is iconic. The attack patterns were fun to figure out and dodge. Maybe I'm just saying that because I beat it on my second attempt. Anything less than an S. It's iconic. The design is fun. The character, I love how you saw Sif in the DLC, but I guess that's not relevant here. Not accept anything less than an S. Honestly, yeah, I think it was a really well designed boss fight. The flow of the battle felt really natural, and nothing felt cheap. The fight was fun. I took damage when I should have taken damage. Good luck with the tier 2ga. I think I think it was like based on the design of the boss fight itself. I did, because I was starting to use the Great Axe, and I also was probably a little. I had a lot of strength stats. The fight went by pretty quickly for me, so I don't know if I could have like a solid opinion, but I'm fine with putting him at S. There's a cool scene if you do the DLC first, then do his boss fight in the current time. He recognizes you as a savior and cries. Oh! He cries? Before or after I kill him? Oh! Yeah, I like the amount of lore around him too. Before, ow! I'm never watching that scene. I'm never watching that scene. Iron Golem. Okay, so Iron Golem, Sif's Fortress was a crazy location. Artorias says, we'll get to Artorias. Don't worry. Iron Golem. I think after having climbed through all of Sen's Fortress, without finding the bonfire toward the top of the building for like 2.5 hours in total to get to the Iron Golem, I was fine with it. It was a kind of let's go, Michaela. It was kind of a simple boss fight. He honestly just felt like a really large normal enemy, but I'm okay with that because I think sorry, I was choking on my own tongue, I guess.
Thirsty.
Hydrate, so true.
Refreshing.
I think Iron Golem, part of the boss fight was just getting through Sen's Fortress for me. But outside of that, yeah, his boss fight was fun. It was like pretty simple fundamentals. His attacks were slow. It was just like really satisfying to do. But it's kind of like a middle of the road boss fight. I don't think it was like anything crazy like an A. I don't think it was like bad to be a C. I can't clip it. Discord, not yet. Not quite yet. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Iron Golem, I think it's a middle of the road boss fight. It was fine. Moonlight Butterfly. This is probably easily my least favorite boss fight in the game. Maybe I didn't have the right build for it or something, but it took me 2 attempts. I think the design is really cool. But that's about as pardon me, as far as I get with that. What disrespect? I think it's a really cool design, and I love seeing like the rock ice ones or whatever in the ice cave. But the boss fight, when I got to it, I think I was probably a little over leveled for it by the time I got here too. But it still took like an easy 5-10 minutes even to fight, because I had the Great Axe. I don't know if I even had the Great Axe at the time, and I had Pyromancy. So much of the boss fight was the Moonlight Butterfly flying around, and I would just be waiting. Like, it wouldn't even be attacking; it would just be sitting there, and I couldn't do anything about it. It felt really boring, and like the really slow music, opera music, and playing in the background, it was like about to put me to sleep. It was a boss fight that just it felt boring, and it was like the first time I had felt that way, except for when I was losing 500 times to Melania. I'm sorry. Is that not a hot take? Is that an unpopular opinion? Same as Gwyn's low. Gwyn has the piano, doesn't it? Don't they? Yeah, I mean the boss fight didn't really do anything for me, and the light attacks, I remember not having a good time with that. I'm joking. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Gwyn's son. Well, okay. Well, with Gwendolyn, it was more like it was almost like a tragedy that I was fighting him, and the arena in which I was fighting is like really iconic. You know, well I'll rank Gwendolyn. Where's Gwendolyn here? Dark Sun Gwendolyn. I think Gwendolyn is a really cool boss fight. It's kind of gimmicky, and there aren't a lot of aspects to it, but you're kind of... It's one of those boss fights that it's optional, and it's more of the fact that you're doing it, and like in this big hallway, it's like, oh, there's drama. This is a character. I love that little fellow. Yeah, I think the boss fight was really cool. And if we're talking about the soundtrack, like I mentioned, I think it fit this boss fight way better, because the context in which I'm going in, like what it means to be fighting this person. Moonlight Butterfly is just like another random large enemy that I feel like just shows up, and the slow music wouldn't be a problem if there weren't like whole sections of the fight where I was just sitting there not doing anything. Like it has like the butterfly has 3 attacks, it lands, and then it stops landing, and then I have to wait again. And you know, maybe that boss fight is saying, oh, start using bows and arrows, but I used Pyromancy and it landed and it didn't do any damage. All I ever wanted was for his father to love him. Yeah, like and so like when you're fighting him and like this music is playing in this long hallway, you have to like think about what you're doing, you know. It fits. It's not meant to be a hard boss fight. It's meant to be something you have to come to terms with. And I think the music helps. Did you fight Gorb in Hollow Knight? I haven't played Hollow Knight. No, I'm gonna be playing Hollow Knight soon. Same moveset. Then I bet it's super easy. No, I bought Hollow Knight like 4 years ago. I just never got around to playing it. I got it on sale. I was like, ooh, perfect, and I just never played it. But I'm probably gonna play Hollow Knight after I play Dark Souls 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think the Gwendolyn fight was like pretty iconic. I love the Gwendolyn's design. I like the spectacle of the hallway. I thought it was like really cool. I like what they were going for. Moonlight Butterfly just seems like one of those, like, what's the word? Halfway bosses. What was Margit to Godric in Elden Ring? It felt like the Moonlight Butterfly was the Margit to a Godric that never appeared. I guess it's the... Pardon me. Actually, I guess it's the Margit to Sif's Godric. I don't know. The boss fight was just really slow. Gimmick? No. Mini boss. I guess I think that's the word I'm looking for. Nito. Nito was a really cool boss fight. I think that's an easy A. It's pretty gimmicky with the multiple enemies, but it was like the skeletons showing up, like the smaller skeletons and the larger skeletons. They were a little annoying to deal with, but it was kind of fun to figure out the different ways I could deal with them. I ended up resorting to using my holy club that would kill them permanently once they were on the ground. And I also avoided getting close enough to activate the larger skeletons, so that was like a fun way to figure it out. I did have some help from Abyssal Yorm, don't get me wrong. But otherwise, if I didn't have that advice, I probably wouldn't have gone to the club to figure it out. But I think I got pretty close the first and second time I fought. Anyway, yeah, it's a really cool design. The attack patterns are. I remember getting caught by a couple of things that just felt like that a delayed hitbox that wasn't correctly. No, that's a hot take. I don't think that's correct. I was just caught off guard by some things that I didn't think should hit me at the time. But I'm sure if I fought the boss a couple more times, that feeling would go away. I think Nito's a really cool boss. The attack patterns are fun. The design is cool. It's at the bottom of the catacombs, and it seems like an appropriate boss for that place. In hindsight, I think the boss fight was really well made, and I can't really say any bad things about it. We all know about that one move, the scream move, or the grab move. The grab move got me a couple times. The scream move, with the first time I fought it, I think you heard about it in chat. The first time I fought Nito in Dark Souls Remastered, it was glitched out. And like the move where he screams and he attacks the ground, and then like then like something comes up from the ground immediately to hit me. The scream wasn't there. For some reason the sound was bugged. There's a lot of bugs in Dark Souls Remastered, which is weird. But yeah, and there was no indication unless I was looking directly at Nito to know that attack was coming. And I think I still did pretty well. But yeah, the boss fight's fun. It seems really thematically appropriate for the catacombs. I wouldn't put it at an S tier, but it's pretty solid A tier. I think I put Gwendolyn above Gaping Dragon, and I think I put Gaping Dragon. I think I put Gaping Dragon below Nito, because I think beating Nito made me feel more than beating Gaping Dragon. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you skipped the story about good night. I've been watching, but I need to head to bed now since it's late. Hope you have a good night, Nick. Really have fun to hear your thoughts on the bosses. All right, Nick. Thanks again for the raid. I hope you have a good one. Thanks for hanging around and chatting and stuff. Yeah, do your resting. Have rest easy and etc. etc. Bye bye. Okay. Pinwheel. I beat Pinwheel on my first attempt, but I think that was overpowered. Pinwheel is the Moonlight Butterfly to Great Grey Wolf as Margit is to the Godric and to Nito. Anyway. The Pinwheel fight was honestly like pretty cool. I'm a fan of it. It's gimmicky, but it was like it was more of a puzzle kind of boss fight. It was I wouldn't call it gimmicky, but it was fun figuring out the puzzle of the boss fight in my attempt through it. What do you mean? What do you mean, sad face? What do you mean by that? I was a fan of the Pinwheel fight. It was not a. Well, it's because I had to Historia is sad. Oh, this like specific one, or like this one and the others? Because when I first fought the boss and it was spawning the others, trying to figure out which one was the real pinwheel, and realizing that I didn't necessarily have to, maybe it's not really a puzzle, but it kind of felt like it in the moment. Like, and then realizing I didn't have to fight the fake ones, I could just figure out which one was the real one and go straight for them. And I did that in one attempt because I was super strong and cracked. I do not know the story. I think the design is really cool, and I like the cinematic beforehand. I don't know if it's as low as a B, but I think Pinwheel is bottom of the A tier. I think I'd leave it at that because it wasn't like impactful or anything like that. They didn't give you nuggets? Did you? You need to go in, put on your Karen wig and complain to the manager. You know, actually no, play the long con, apply to work there, and get everybody fired. Become the leader from the inside out. Become the manager. Just fire everybody. Don't tell them I told you. You didn't hear that from me. But yeah, Pinwheel was like, it wasn't middle of the road. It was iconic and an interesting boss fight for me at the time. I think it's an A tier, but low A tier. I was thinking, this is my first like real live stream tier list. I did like the US states tier list in 2021, but I want to like change these rankings a little bit to be a little more specific and maybe a little more funny, but I don't know if I'm ready for that just yet. Who are you? Who are you? I'm stuck. You have a Karen wig I could borrow? I need Mickey D's. I have those wigs that I've worn on stream a couple times. So you've probably seen all of my wigs. Too fatty? Well, it's yummy. I rest my case. Seat the scaleless. Okay. Random wig. Okay, hold on. Alright, 1 second. Thanks, Nightbot. Very good in my country. And expensive. RIP. Alright, 1 moment. Let me get my random wig. Or a random wig. Have a Pikachu wig? I do not. No, this is wig, no hats. This is, oh ew. Oh, this looks awful on me. Window. Ugh. Okay. Burger and fries. Nuggets sometimes when I want them. Let's go. What was I saying? I think this is not my Karen wig, by the way. Okay, 70s rock star. I guess I do. Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so seat the scaleless. Okay, so this dragon, I climb all the way up his library, and he fights me in a boss fight that I can't do any damage, and then he does a move that can one-shot me or just permanently kill me, and then I spawn in jail. For what crimes? Finally getting back to the fight in the Crystal Cave or whatever. It was very satisfying to get my revenge, and I think that was the point of that boss fight. And it was pretty easy to figure out. I'll put it in B tier. I don't think it was like a crazy, like exciting boss fight, or like the design is like really interesting. It has like tentacle legs, which are really disturbing. But like the most memorable thing about fighting this boss is me getting my revenge, and I think that was the point. Do I put it above the Four Kings? I think it's like hard for me to answer with I have a good answer, because I fought these two bosses in completely different circumstances that are not quite equal. I think the Four Kings is definitely better. I definitely put Seath over Iron Golem. It was an okay boss fight, but I think the circumstance around this boss fight is what gives it its identity. Here for a good time, not a long time. I like looking good. This story is really sad too. I don't know the story. Oh, let's go, Michaela! I don't know the story. Maybe my opinion would change if I knew it, such as pinwheels, but I do not know at the moment. Asylum Demon. Okay, so this is the tutorial boss, right? It's fine. It's C tier. It's C tier. It's nothing like crazy. It's a boss fight. It's a boss fight, and that's like the only real thing I have to say about it. When I first came out of the prison at the beginning of the game, I honestly thought I was supposed to fight him with my broken short sword or whatever, and I thought I could have done it. Yeah, it's a fine boss fight. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have anything to say about it really. I eat McDonald's sometimes. Look how what a skinny legend I am, you know? Wait, hold on. Did I read this wrong? Wait, what's Stray Demon? Asylum Demons? Oh, Stray Demon was when you go back to the tutorial island, right? This is when you fall down through the middle. Definitely more difficult. Your hair is so healthy. Wow, must be all the nuggets. Yeah, when I eat chicken nuggets, it goes straight to my hair, baby. Stray Demon. It was fine. It was more difficult. I died to it way more times than I should have, but I still didn't really feel anything fighting it. It's like kind of cool that they bring back these demons.
I'm thirsty.
Hydrate, so true, Renee. Thank you. I love me some McDonald's. I love me some of the McFlurries, the M&M McFlurries. Oh yeah. Okay, so Stray Demon, Asylum Demon, yeah, they're kind of they're boss fights. They're boss fights. Hold on, let me go to Demon Fire Sage. Demon Fire Sage is the same thing as Asylum Demon and Stray Demon, but with fire stuff. And I think that makes it a little bit cooler. I think it makes it more M&M McFlurries are delish. Oh yeah. If a McDonald's doesn't have the McFlurries, I'm out. The McNuggets are good. They're iconic, but I need the M&M McFlurry. I'm skinny and extremely. Let's go. Demon Fire Sage is an improvement on Stray Demon and Asylum Demon. I think that the extra fire attacks do give it the personality that these two are missing, and I think that does put it above Iron Golem. I don't know if I definitely don't put it past Seath, but I think I'd put him over Iron Golem. All right, guys, I'm talking about Dark Souls. Tauros Demon, the first real boss of the game. Tauros Demon, the first boss of the game. I love the reveal of like being on the bridge and he pops up out of nowhere. That's the first like Dark Souls moment, like, oh, why do I hear boss music? It's C. It's C tier. It's fine. It's an early boss. It does its job. And I think that makes it a little bit iconic in the time and place that it shows up. I don't think it's good enough to put in the B tier. Iron Golem is, like I said earlier, like really simple. But I think the Sen's Fortress is part of the boss fight, and I think that adds to it. Yeah, I mean, C tier, but like I think I remember when I fought him, didn't Tauros Demon have like, it has like 2 attacks, and that works for the bridge. It's fine. It's not. It's like it's high C tier. But it's not like magnificent. You know. I don't know if I could put it in B tier. Like it's I do feel, you know, I do feel things when I think of Tauros Demon. With Stray Demon and Asylum Demon, I didn't really think of anything or feel anything. It could jump up the tower. Yeah, that's true. I never expected him to be able to do so. Yeah, he's got some mad thighs. He's got some mad thighs. Okay. Oh, here we go. The bed of chaos. Talking about Dark Souls, guys. I'm talking about Dark Souls. Woo, woo, woo. Beta Chaos, the gimmick boss fight of gimmick boss fights. Okay, so it's basically hit the 2 power sources on either side and then get to the core. But the Disney music. There was Disney music? I actually don't remember the music playing for the Beta Chaos at all. Wait, what? Beta Chaos. I really like the design of the boss. I think it looks really cool. And like knowing now that it's only like really 3 hits and the boss is dead. I think knowing that I would approach I would think about the fight differently than I did the entire time I was fighting it. I think it's definitely an A tier. It's a little bit, it's annoying, but it's an A tier. I think I'd put it above Nito, Gaping Dragon, and Pinwheel. I mean, the whole thing that defines it is that it's a gimmick, you know? People usually hate that boss. I hate it, but I think like if I had the knowledge of it being the way it is, I wouldn't have. I only died like what? I think it was under 20 attempts. Of how cool it looks. That's partially of what I'm doing here. Beta Chaos. In hindsight, I think I do appreciate it more than Nito. But I also think Gwendolyn has more weight, so I think it's like high-ish A tier. I think I'll leave it at that. In a second playthrough, fighting it in different circumstances, I might change my mind. But I don't know. Maybe I just like the fire. Maybe I just like the fire about it. Okay, Artorias. Artorias is a cool boss fight. I know a little bit about the lore. I think I will put him at an S rank. His attack patterns are really cool. The lore that I know about him is really cool. The design is really cool. I think I will put him above Sif. And I really like the touch at the end where his like wife or girlfriend shows up and he's like, "Thank you for killing him. Can I have his soul?" I like them. I don't think there's anything like much to say about it other than like, yeah, I liked every part of it. Black Dragon Calamite, I think, is also another S tier boss fight. The question is definitely above Sif in my for me. Sif's lore is really nice. I really like using Sif to summon, but I think like this is like the dragon fight that I think of if I think of like some sort of Souls like dragon. Dragon boss fight. The attack patterns were really tough, and but it was fun figuring them out. I did get caught by a lot of things that I did get frustrated with, but I think like Calamite, his design is really cool. I think his attacks are really cool, and I love the setup for the boss fight where the blind giant had to snipe him out of the air. You know, that was really cool and fun. Okay, more DLC. It's kind of weird that the first DLC boss is put last. Sanctuary Guardian. I'm gonna rank him first. Here. Cool boss fight. I was way over leveled to fight him. I love his design. You don't really see anything like him in the rest of the game. And I mean, yeah, it's solid A. I think I honestly put him above. It's hard to rank him fairly. Like if I fought him at the appropriate level and not over leveled, I don't know. The DLC's weird with how it scales. I might like understand his attack patterns better, but I really like his design. But I think like it's just a fun boss fight. Oh, hot take? It's kind of a hot take because I only fought him last week a little bit. You have Hashimoto's? I don't know what that is. What is that? Sounds yummy. especially if it's accompanied by a smiley face. Is that not a restaurant? Thanks, Nightbot. All right, the guy, the final boss of the DLC. I think he's an S rank boss. Based on like. Oh, hold on. It's an autoimmune thyroid disorder. Okay. I didn't know that. Sorry to hear it. I bet if it was a restaurant though, it would serve amazing food. I'm sorry, I don't know where to go with it. Final boss from the DLC. I think his attack patterns, his design were all really cool, and I think that the design philosophy of the Souls bosses really came together in the final boss for the DLC, where it was like a really satisfying fight. It was hard to figure out. It does kind of suck that I needed that one item to deflect his dark magic properly, and I don't know if that was like optional or like necessary to win properly. Kind of like the blood vial for the physic for Mohg, the blood guy from Elden Ring. I don't like that you need a specific item to beat the boss as intended. I will put him on an S tier, but I think he's gonna be at the bottom of the S tier. All right, guys. All right. Chill out. Please stop being so aggro, Buck. Calm down. I'm trying to be chill mode. I'm trying to play some Dark Souls. I'm not here to judge anyone or tell anyone how to live their life, you know. Bell Gargoyle. This boss fight was fun. And when I first fought him and got the second gargoyle showing up, I lost my mind. I thought I figured out the boss fight like super well, but then I just couldn't handle the two gargoyles. I will say though, it does kind of come into the same place as Four Kings, where it does multiple bosses correctly. I think the Four Kings was a more satisfying fight. I think the designs are way cooler. The gargoyles are kind of iconic, but they're also just like what's the word? What did I say earlier? A sub boss? A mini boss? They are a mini boss, but I don't think that takes away from them necessarily. I think they embrace that. I think they're cool. I think they're a good B tier. Definitely not under the Four Kings. Hold on. Is Four Kings B tier? Four Kings B tier. I don't know. I think I'm like changing my mind slowly. I think Four Kings is definitely A tier. I think I definitely put it above Gaping Dragon. Now that I think about it, I think I definitely put Four Kings above Gaping Dragon, because I think Four Kings, the boss fight, does way more interesting things than Gaping Dragon. The design is cooler. Yeah, I'll put Four Kings in A tier. I've changed my mind. Good luck, guys. Capra Demon. Is this a boss? Is this a boss? Capra Demon is a boss in Dark Souls? Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Capra Demon. I didn't remember it counting as a whole boss. I found a bunch of these guys in the oh, wait, no, I remember now. In the under area of the yeah, I remember now. Yeah, with the two doggos. Okay. Honestly, okay. This boss fight was super daunting. I completely forgot about it. This boss fight was super daunting, but then like I kind of cheesed it, and I liked that I could cheese it with the like going up on the stairs and like just it was fun figuring out and like getting the dogs individually before the demon and fighting the demon. Yeah, it was really satisfying beating for the first time. I think the design is cool. He's another like mini boss, but I think that's fine. He's not like a middle of the road, I don't think. Yo, Barada, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Happy Monday. What the? How you doing? Congrats on the Metapod, guys. Yeah, Capra Demon. It was a fun little boss fight. It's not like middle of the road, I don't think. I think it's okay. I'm gonna put him in A tier, but I think I'm gonna put him on bottom of A tier. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Ceaseless Discharge. What is that? Oh, wait, is that the guy? Dragonite? We'll see, it's random. Okay, Dragonite. Sorry, Ceaseless Dragon. Discharge. That's the giant one, right? That's the giant from the flame area. You know the one. Ceaseless Discharge. I'd never noticed this name before. Yeah. This boss fight was honestly kind of boring. It was like a really cool spectacle. I guess. The attacks were, it was fun to figure out, but it was kind of boring. I think it's a B tier. I think I put him. Honestly, it's kind of like. Honestly, I put Ceaseless Discharge under Iron Golem. Definitely over Tauros Demon. It was really cool to like see this giant enemy that I could take down. But the attacks were pretty like straightforward, and I guess that's what you kind of have to do for a large demon that you need to kill to progress in an area. It was fine. It was a boss fight. I took it down. Tragic story 2. Yeah, I killed them. They're dead. That's the tragic story. I believe it. But where it stands right now, as I don't know the lore, I think it's like as far as the boss fight goes, you know, I put him above Iron Golem for sure. I think Demon Fire Sage, it does rank higher. I think I'm fine with this. It's kind of like in hindsight, like it was cool fighting the boss fight, but it was once I figured out the attack patterns, it was just kind of like a 3 minutes of me sitting there and attacking. I don't know, it was fine. Monster. I'm sorry. Centipede Demon. Oh yeah, Centipede Demon. Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool boss fight. I don't have a lot to say about it. I was like a little strong for it, I think. Or maybe it's just like that's just the gameplay of a great axe user. I dye my hair black. I've never dyed my hair, I'm scared. Mid boss, not gonna lie. Yeah, it was fine. It was satisfying. It was another mini boss. It was another mini boss. So true, Barada. You know, and I hate to put all these fire bosses toward the middle, because I really like their aesthetic and vibe, and the Centipede Demon's design was cool. I think I put it above Seath for sure. But I think the Bell Gargoyles do more, even though they're another mini boss. I think they do what they're meant to do better than what the Centipede Demon is meant to do. Because with the Centipede Demon, half of the boss fight is like dealing with the footing on the ground, and I think it's not really too interesting. Pablo is the best boss in Ugly. He's a secret boss. Yeah, he's not on the tier list. No one knows about him. That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't have any PNGs of Pablo right now. I'd put him on the tier list right now. He's an easy S plus. Easy S plus. Pablo has a tragic story, true, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got everything. Pablo's got it all. Chaos Witch, Quelaag. Honestly, I think I put Quelaag at the top of A tier. Do I put Quelaag at an S tier? I don't think Quelaag is quite S. It's definitely a boss that's introducing us to a Dumpy Tales. Yeah, that's a good 30% of the reason he would be S plus. Elden Ring boss rank. I definitely need to fight through Elden Ring again, or go through Elden Ring again, because my opinions on Elden Ring are well, I haven't played it fully in a while, and it was over the course of like 6 months, so I don't think I need to play through the game again more than one time. I feel like there's a lot of bosses that I haven't fought either. Quelaag. I think easy A tier, easy high A tier. It does feel weird putting Quelaag in the same tier as Capra Demon. Okay. How do I add? add a row below. Let's make it purple. Purple, why not? Okay, wait, what? Oh, S's? Wait, what just happened? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is going to be A+. This is gonna be boss fights that I think are really good. Not quite S tier, but not as tame as A tier. I think she was more of a D. So true. Never played Dark Souls 1. It is fun. Really? Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that before. But yeah, I think A+ goes with K-Lag, Guardian, or Sanctuary Guardian, Gwendolyn, 4 Kings? Yeah, Four Kings is really cool. I think this makes a lot more sense because having these 4 in the same tier as Pinwheel or Capra Demon. I mean, I don't know the lore about Pinwheel necessarily, but Capra Demon is not a B, but definitely should be in a tier lower than Kraylag and the others. They just didn't finish it. R.I.P. Wait, who was I talking about? Kraylag? What? Because he wasn't that bad, but wasn't too good. The Dark Souls bosses, they're kind of copying and pasting. Not gonna lie, I think that it was still early in the designs. I think they had some concepts that they copied. I think they, like, in terms of the context of when the game came out, like if this was released today for the first time, I think I'd have different opinions. But in the context of the original Dark Souls and being like 2011 or something, that's what I'm considering right now. Yeah, I hear like a bunch of good things. You put Asylum Demon on CS+++. Yeah, you know what? I am like at the beginning of New Game Plus right now, as per the last Dark Souls stream, so maybe I should go back and fix that. Played Dark Souls 3, I'm doing that next. Maybe next week, assuming the Elden Ring doesn't get surprise DLC on the 1-year anniversary, which is this Saturday. It was good at first time though, yeah, so true. Asylum Demon probably... No! I beat Asylum Demon handedly. What's the word? Crossbreed Priscilla. Tragic. In terms of a boss fight, nothing too crazy, but the design is really good. The design is really good of the character. I like the lore that I know of about her. It's I don't know a lot, but it seems like really interesting and cool. Dark Souls 3 is good. That's what I hear. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Crossbreed Priscilla. Is she A+? I really like her design, but the boss fight was more of like a tragedy. I feel bad for doing it, which does put it in a lot of work, but I think with how simple the boss fight was, I don't think I could justify putting her in A+. I think the design, the circumstances, the lore puts her at a solid A. Definitely over the Bed of Chaos, I think. But yeah, the boss fight was pretty simple, and yeah, so yeah, A, high A. Okay, we're toward the end of the tier list right now. Toward the end. Ornstein and Smaug. Okay, Ornstein and Smaug. Ornstein and Smaug. Probably for me, Pikachu and Snorlax. Yep. For me, the most difficult bosses in the game. My kryptonite is multi-bosses. It took... I think I put myself at a disadvantage, or at least I would like to think that I dealt with these guys for so long because I used the Great Axe and almost nothing else for so much. And I feel like you're like the boss fight, you're almost like the designers, the game developers are almost begging you to use Solaire, you know? A tier. I really like their designs. I like their, I like that you could choose what phase 2 is going to be depending on who you kill first. I think that's a really cool interactive boss fight. You failed even at Solaire? No, Solaire died, but the one time that Solaire actually was able to show up and not deal with the Guardian Golems, I won. I won with Solaire there, didn't I? I thought I did. I thought I won that one time. He died on his way to the boss fight once, from what I remember. But I thought that was it. Excluding, like, the final attempt. He doesn't follow lame people. He was busy. He got sidetracked. He lost sight of what was important, the boss fight. Next time, bot. Ornstein and Smaug. It's either A+ or A. I think the difficulty behind them... okay, so the boss fight is still bugged. And that got me hit a lot more times than I think should. It doesn't feel right to put him in the same tier. Actually, you know what? Capra Demon is going back to B tier. Going back to B tier. Going back to B tier. Actually going under Centipede Demon. Because the boss fight doesn't really do a whole lot. The boss fight doesn't... Yeah, hold on. Capra Demon. I still agree with like doing the A+, but Capra Demon... I think it's gonna go here. Yeah, actually I think I have a Dark Souls. Yeah, I think I have a Dark Souls command that just shows when I reset that you died for a different game. Yep, I do. There it is. Anyway, so yeah, Ornstein and Smaug. I think they are like a generally well-designed boss that I just never clicked with. I think their designs are really cool, but I think that it's I think I have to put them bottom of A+. I think if the boss fight wasn't bugged, I'd have to swallow my pride and put them higher up on the list. I'm gonna leave them here for now. Name is Nick? No, it's Nick with a Y, specifically. Okay, the final boss. I just call him that. Yeah, so true. Alright, Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. The final boss of the game. The video I was recommended, where I saw the other ending of the game, like the more proper one. When I beat the game, I lit the bonfire and I burnt to a crisp, and then the game was over. But the other video where I saw the real ending, I saw a rematch of I saw someone fighting the boss fight again, and in this fight, I understood some more things. So Gwyn is really fast. I think he died to like, I think I hit him 7 times and he was dead. And I think that's because I was just really strong. In this boss fight that I saw, it was, someone was pretty much just, makes it cool actually, S tier. The canon ending is lighting, oh, that's the canon ending? Oh, okay. Well, I saw the other ending, basically. It's just a little story flair, I guess. For the story, like what I'm trying to say anyway. His boss fight, I understand, is like supposed to be tragic, because the video I watched, so people were just parrying, the person was just parrying him the entire time. Some people in the comments were calling it lame, but it turned out like he's hollowed and he's like this is like the only thing he can do. He's not, it's like a tragedy kind of fight. He's not meant to, he's not meant to be the hardest boss in the game, like the DLC boss, like the DLC boss or Ornstein and Smaug. I think his design is really cool. I think his attacks are really cool, and I did die like 20 something times to him before I won. I could have won really early, but I choked. Hydrate, so true. Yo, Krogunk, good luck.
Refreshing.
Hold on. I think easy A+. His boss fight is challenging, but not impossible. His design is really cool. His story is really cool. I don't think he's A+. I don't think he's A+. It seems like you have 2 options with him. Just attack and be better, because healing isn't like encouraged, I guess, against him, or just do the parry, which I never figured out. I think he's really cool. I think he's a cool boss fight, but I don't think he does like enough to go into the top tier. That's S tier. I think top of A+ is I think it's fair. I like everything about him, but he doesn't really do everything for me. Usually can't heal during the fight. Yeah. So it seems like pretty. I like that dynamic where like if the boss can't heal, you can't heal. I think that's really cool. That's one of the reasons why he's at A+ tier. Now that I mention it. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's about all I have to say. Cool boss fight. Tragic. I like it, but it's not like it doesn't go overboard in the S tier for me. RIP Krogunk. So yeah, that's the tier list. That's the Dark Souls tier list. I'm looking through it now. I don't think I have anything I wanna change for myself. Yo, thanks for the bit, Buck. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Next line, bot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Moonlight Butterfly. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, that boss fight did not do anything for me. Yeah, Renee's cracked. Renee is cracked. A lot of middle of the road boss fights, even for Dark Souls at the time. Tauros, Demon, Bell Gargoyle, but yeah. DLC bosses are, I feel like, a cut above the rest, for the rest of the game. I think they did really well with it. We'll see you in Hollow Knight, yeah. Pro Pokemon player, so true. But no, next is going to be, the next Souls game is going to be Dark Souls 3. I'll probably start next week or the week after. But there are people saying, hey, you know, the 1 year anniversary for Dark Souls or for Elden Ring is a Saturday, so maybe they'll reveal the shadow drop something. Maybe we'll get a surprise DLC then. It's really crazy that we haven't heard anything about that game yet. But yeah, that's my Dark Souls boss tier list. Thanks for watching. I have a location tier list. I don't know if I'm as passionate about the locations to make a whole tier list about them. Maybe if I do like a New Game Plus or something, maybe I'll care more. But I don't know if I have enough to say aside from like just dying a lot in some places. I mean, yeah, they're cool. DLC, let's go. We'll see. We'll see about that. But we led you to Ash Lake. Yeah, I mean, Ash Lake's really cool. It's really small. I'll put it in S tier. Yeah, I'll put it. That's my Dark Souls location tier list. that's my Dark Souls location tier list. And yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, because it's like an hour. I don't know if I could. Yay! Oh, thanks for the 50 bits, Michaela. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if I have it in me to spend another hour ranking Dark Souls stuff. The locations, anyway. Maybe I'll feel a little different for the other games. I think I definitely feel more attachment to the locations in Elden Ring than I do here. Like, these are cool spectacles, but they don't do anything to. Yeah. Thanks for the bits, Renee. I appreciate it. Let's go. Yeah, I just don't have enough to say about the locations, I don't think, or at least like not all of them. I could rank a couple of them, but I don't think that'll be worth the time. Watch that if you're interested in Artorias and Sith lore at some point. Okay. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Souls lore videos lately, mainly Elden Ring, because that was the only game that I've finished thus far. But I'm afraid to watch a Dark Souls 1 lore video too, other than the one you sent just now, obviously. But pardon me, I'm afraid I'll get spoilers for the other Souls games. Okay, so that's the tier list time. What do I want to do? I have it in the title. I want to do some. I don't know what I want to do. I thought about it. No spoiler, only tears. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. So I'm gonna take a short break. And when I come back, Hollow Knight time. Not quite. I don't know if I have the mental fortitude at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. But yeah, I'm gonna take a short break real quick, and when I come back, I'm either gonna do some Reddit, am I the a-hole reacting, Phasmo stream when they make a new update. When they make a new update, which I think is gonna be pretty soon, relatively. I don't know. I haven't been having that Phasmo itch lately. TikTok time. I mean, well, Pablo's not here. Pablo redeemed the last TikTok time. Probably off. Have to get up early tomorrow. All right, Mia. If you're not here when I get back, I hope you have a good one. Sleep well. Look like an anime character. Yeah, I guess. Like with my all my bangs gone. Yeah, I see it. Good night. Have a good one. Bye bye. But yeah, Phasmo stream. Because usually when I stream for like 4 or 5 hours at a time, and if I play Phasmo, I'll probably commit like 4 or 5 hours, and I don't know if I have it in me at the moment. Because the next update, with the progression update, you know, it'll be a little different. But I've played so much. Like I said, I don't have it in me at the moment, but I know that next update's gonna rejuvenate it a lot for me. So I don't want to burn myself out before it comes out. But yeah, I'm taking a short break. I'm gonna come back with either some Reddit reacting or I do want to start a Pokemon Nuzlocke this week. Pokemon Days next week. We're gonna get some news for the DLC. I'm gonna be pretty hyped for it. So I'm a little bit in the Pokemon mood. I plan on playing it on Wednesday, but I don't know. I might play it when I get back. But we'll see. We'll see. Let me play some chill music. All right. I will BRB. One moment.